Yo, it's your boy Smoke Bather Madden and NFL video. Today's video we'll be having Week 10 power rankings. That is right. We are going to be ranking every single NFL team. Now, if you are new here, we do this every single week, obviously, and we post Madden 26 and just NFL analysis and content in general. We take everything into factors in these power rankings like injuries, strength of schedule, record, depth chart, coaching, all that fun stuff. So, let's go ahead and get right into it. And yes, this is recorded after the trade deadline. So even though the Saints did lose, they're technically going to go up one spot just because the Jets are going back. I mean, the Jets, they lost a lot of people on their roster. Now, in the long run, it might be the smart thing for the Jets to do. But they lost Sauce Gardner and Quinton Williams. So, yeah, they're easily going to be last in the league. 32, we got the New York Jets. And 31, New Orleans Saints, even though they did lose to the Rams in pretty bad fashion. 30 is going to be the Miami Dolphins. They are not going to move up or move back just because there's really not much wiggle room. But, God, the Dolphins have been so bad this year. They got crushed by the Ravens. 29, the Titans are going to stay there, even though it was somewhat of an impressive loss. They kept it within one score to the Los Angeles Chargers. I thought that was a lot closer game than it was going to be. So, hats off to the Titans. Really the only team on this slide that really actually performed. I mean, didn't see a whole lot of improvement from any of the other teams. So 28 through 25, we have the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders were close to getting a win. It went into overtime. They did end up going for 2 points, though. When it was overtime, they didn't want to take the tie, and I really don't blame them. I mean, like, you're late in the season. You already got a pretty bad losing record. You might as well go for the win or go for nothing at that point. 27 is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals. Offense looked amazing with Joe Flacco. But they're moving back because they ended up losing. I mean, that was a beautiful game. That was a beautiful football game from the Chicago Bears and Cincinnati Bengals. But once again, the Bengals defense sells. The Bengals seriously need to invest in their defense. 26, the Arizona Cardinals, they're going to go up one spot from that win against the Dallas Cowboys with the backup Jacoby Brissett. Only reason I'm only going up one, I mean, it's the Cowboys have been kind of mid so far this year, and plus Jacoby Brissett being your starting quarterback. I know he's one of the better backups, but I mean, ideally he's not a starter. 25, we got the Washington Commanders moving all the way back 10 spots, and that is because Jayden Daniels is hurt yet again. Now, the Commanders really can't win in general, and now Jayden Daniels suffered that gruesome, ugly elbow injury, so I highly doubt he'll be back anytime soon. 24, we have the Cleveland Browns. They're going to move up one spot. 23, the New York Giants. They just lost to the 49ers. It wasn't too close. CMC did go crazy, although CMC, he got a lot of yards, but he did have like 28 rushing attempts. I remember that. So anyway, Giants, 23. It's honestly a little bit generous spot for the Giants, but it's whatever. I think it's most fair. 22 is going to be the Carolina Panthers. I mean, hey, they get a pretty impressive win against the Packers. It's not even like they did anything crazy, or at least their offense didn't do anything crazy, but the defense holding that high-powered offense, that was pretty impressive. I don't know what it is with the Packers. They'll just randomly lose games. But 22, Carolina Panthers moving up 4 spots. And 21 is going to be the Baltimore Ravens. They have a lot of ground to make up since they did start so slow, and their defense has been very bad this year. But the defense did solid against the Dolphins. I believe they only gave up 6 points. Lamar Jackson is back, and it definitely looked like it. So Ravens need a lot of things to go right, but maybe they could still crack a playoff spot. 20 got the Houston Texans. They just barely lose to the Broncos, I believe. I believe they faced the Broncos. It was 18-15. 20, Houston Texans. They're going to stay around the spot. I mean, they faced a tough opponent. They almost won, so you really can't hit on them too much. Although the Texans, again, that's another rough spot. I would want to move him back a little bit because of the C.J. Stroud injury, but I don't know how many weeks he's ruled out for quite yet. 19 is the Dallas Cowboys moving back one spot. Now, Dallas Cowboys, they did get Quinton Williams, I believe, from the New York Jets. So that's kind of, they would be going back more, honestly, if you want to ask me, because losing to the Cardinals is pretty embarrassing, especially when they don't even have Kyler Murray. But yeah, so that's why the Cowboys are only moving back one. 18 is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are going to move up 3 spots. Pretty impressive win. I like how they added Jacoby Myers. I feel like that's a pretty nice fit, even though they could easily be giving Brian Thomas Jr. more targets, but it's whatever. So yeah, that's a pretty good fit, and also they got a pretty big win against the Raiders. 17 is going to be the Atlanta Falcons. Not really much to say about the Falcons. I mean, you got to stay around the same spot. 16 is going to be the Minnesota Vikings. They go ahead and take down the big division rival Detroit Lions. I was pretty shocked they were able to do it, but hey, the Vikings, and it didn't look like they struggled one bit at all. They looked in control that whole entire game. Now, we obviously know that is not consistent for the Vikings, so that is why they're only sitting at 16. But hey, that was still a pretty impressive match, and if they keep doing it, they'll go up. 15, Pittsburgh Steelers. They're going to take down the Indianapolis Colts, the hottest team in football, I would say. Yeah, they're the first team to now have 2 losses, I believe. I believe they only had one before this, and their last team to only have 1 loss. At least, I'm pretty sure that's right. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers, yeah, they're kicking ass with Aaron Rodgers still getting it done. The 15th spot, I think that's pretty fair for them. 14 is going to be the San Francisco 49ers. They pick up a win against the Giants. Again, is against the Giants, so it's kind of easier, but hey, they're playing with so many backups. Anytime they get a win in general is pretty impressive. 13 is going to be the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold absolutely went crazy. He had 4 passing touchdowns before he had his first incompletion, I believe, or something like that. Or it was all the way to the third quarter to his first incompletion. Yeah, Sam Darnold went absolutely crazy. 12 is going to be the Green Bay Packers, moving back 3 spots. And Packers fans, you better thank me right now for only going back 3 spots. Your good roster is saving you. I don't know why you guys always do this. I don't know why you guys always want to lose to random teams. I don't know why the Packers do that. It's actually annoying. I'm not a Packers fan, but even I'm like, dude, what the hell are the Packers doing? They're better than this. And so you wonder if that's on the coaching, or is that Jordan Love just inconsistent? I don't know. But some question marks are starting to be raised. I don't know what it is about the Packers, but they'll just drop random games like this. I mean, hey, it happens every now and then, but this has been going on for like 2 years now. So Packers, figure it out, but you guys are still a very good team. 11 is going to be the Chicago Bears. Dare I say Caleb Williams is actually a stud. He's actually, I've always been a Caleb Williams believer, but he's obviously got a lot of hate in the media, not a lot of belief behind him in the media. But hey, I think he's there. 10 is going to be Los Angeles Chargers, as they barely squeak out a win against the Tennessee Titans, and I think that's pretty fair. I mean, it's a 1-possession game to one of the worst teams in the league, so I'm not going to move you back, even though honestly I don't think it would be crazy if I did. But yeah, you're going to stay at 10. And 9 going to the New England Patriots, and I feel like the Patriots deserve it. They're a very good team this year. I mean, the Patriots, they haven't done a lot wrong. Drake May is becoming a really, really good quarterback. And, it didn't take them too long to figure out their future quarterback, which is kind of, sad, because I'm sure we were all tired of Tom Brady and the Patriots. I definitely was, of seeing that massive dynasty. I mean, at least we got to witness history, but at the same time, oh, man, it was so repetitive, it got boring to watch. But anyway, basically the new thing has happened with Patrick Mahomes, so there's always going to be a king of the NFL, I guess. But anyway, 8, I'm going off track. 8 is going to be the Indianapolis Colts, and come on, Colts. Now, the Steelers aren't a bad team, but when you guys lost to the Rams, I was like, okay, they're a very good team. I would take the Rams over the Steelers for sure. But the Steelers' defense has been struggling this year. And Daniel, if I'm a Colts fan, this is the first time I'd be a little worried about Daniel Jones. This was New York Giants Daniel Jones. This is the first time we saw it this season. 1 passing touchdown, 3 interceptions. He did not look great that game whatsoever. He wasn't able to get the ball out of the pocket a whole lot. Now, the O-line is pretty good, actually, so you really can't even use that excuse. But don't lose hope. Colts fans, it could be just easily a fluke week, and we could see Daniel Jones back to being Indiana Jones, because I'm being serious. That is a real thing. I mean, Jonathan Taylor also didn't do that great either, so that didn't help Daniel Jones, because the run game wasn't freed up at all. But, I mean, you can't blame Jonathan Taylor. Guy's having almost a historic season. So, and obviously the big addition, they added Sauce Gardner to their roster. So, I mean, a lot of good things looking for the Colts there, but that was a rough loss against the Steelers, so that is why they are going back. 7 is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs, and it doesn't surprise me one bit they lost. They lose every single year, it seems like, in the regular season against the Buffalo Bills, because the NFL decided to just shove that rivalry down our throat. I mean, it is a pretty interesting rivalry, but god damn, I can't remember a year they didn't schedule that in the regular season. But if it's a regular season matchup, normally the Chiefs do lose and the Bills win. So I'm not shocked whatsoever. I'm sure the Chiefs will be just fine. They just, for some reason, can't beat the Bills when it's regular season. Now, obviously, postseason time, it's a little bit of a different story, but that is a story, or that is a discussion for a different time. 6, we're going to have the Los Angeles Rams, and they definitely do deserve it, but let's be real, they beat up on a horrible New Orleans Saints team, so you can only give them so much credit. I mean, still pretty impressive win, no doubt about it, but I mean, come on, they're facing literally the second worst team in the NFL. And number 5, we're going to have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and really only moving up because of all the other teams because they had a bye week. But Bucky Irving is coming back healthy, so hey, that will be very good. And same with Emeka Ibuka. 4, we're going to have the Detroit Lions. Now, that division loss did suck for the Lions, and it seems like anytime I put them 1, they go ahead and get a loss, so I think I'm just going to stop putting the Lions 1. They do have a really good roster. Honestly, you could make a case for the Lions going down even more, but I mean that's a superstar roster, so it's kind of hard to put them down. 3 is going to be the Denver Broncos. They just will not lose whatsoever. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's about time we give the Broncos their credit they deserve. I think this is their first time being in the top 5 this season. The offense did start a little bit slow, but still very good season as they only have 2 losses. Bo Nix has been looking amazing. Even with the Pat Surtain injury, that defense is still looking pretty solid. 2 is going to be the Buffalo Bills after they beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Bills are starting to look good too. And number 1 is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I hate putting the Eagles number 1 just because, they haven't looked the greatest so far this year, especially with Saquon having a little bit of a down year. But I mean, still, all around, Eagles are probably the best team around. I mean, I know I didn't say that with a whole lot of confidence, but if you look at literally every single position group, they have a good quarterback, they have a good running back, they have a good offensive line, they have a good tight end. They have good defense all around. They have good kicking. It's a good team. Obviously, this is why they won the Super Bowl last year. Now, Jalen Hurts, he does get a lot of criticism, and some of it's valid, some of it isn't. I'm kind of in the middle. In between. There's a lot of Jalen Hurts. Sorry, I don't know if I said Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts, but there's a lot of Jalen Hurts haters. I'm kind of in the middle. Yes, he could be a little bit more accurate and have a better deep ball at times, but he's still not a bad quarterback by any means. But anyway, Philadelphia Eagles are back to being the kings of the NFL. That was the Power Rankings. Let me know if you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. If you guys enjoy Madden 26 content and NFL content in general, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.